Welcome to the Car Driving Theory Mock Test. This video includes 50 questions with multiple choice answers and detailed explanations. We recommend keeping a notebook handy to note the questions you find challenging, along with any references you can revisit for additional study. You'll find topic information and book references on the bottom left and upper right of each answer slide. You need to correctly answer at least 43 out of 50 questions to pass, which is 86%. Additionally, if you want to prepare with full confidence and ensure you don't miss any questions, our books provide the complete set of DVSA questions, along with reflection exercises to reinforce your understanding. You can find the links in the description. Don't forget to share your score with us in the comments section. Let's see how well you do. All right, grab your notebook and pen and let's get started. Best of luck. Why should you switch your headlights on when it first starts to get dark? A. To make your dials easier to see. B. So others can see you more easily. C. So that you blend in with other drivers. D. Because the street lights are lit. The correct answer is B. So others can see you more easily. Your headlights and taillights help others on the road to see you. It may be necessary to turn on your headlights during the day if visibility is reduced, for example due to heavy rain. In these conditions, the light might fade before the streetlights are timed to switch on. Be seen to be safe. When will your vehicle use more fuel? A. When its tires are underinflated. B. When its tires are of different makes. C. When its tires are overinflated. D. When its tires are new. The correct answer is A. When its tires are underinflated. Check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. How can driving in a fuel-efficient manner help protect the environment? A. Through the legal enforcement of speed regulations. B. By increasing the number of cars on the road. C. Through increased fuel bills. D. By reducing exhaust emissions. The correct answer is D. By reducing exhaust emissions. Fuel-efficient driving is all about looking and planning further ahead. This helps raise your hazard awareness and reduces the need for late and heavy braking. This will make your journeys more comfortable, as well as considerably reducing your fuel bills and reducing emissions that can damage the environment. Why is it important to wear suitable shoes when you're driving? A. To prevent wear on the pedals. B. To maintain control of the pedals. C. To enable you to adjust your seat. D. To enable you to walk for assistance if you break down. The correct answer is B. To maintain control of the pedals. When you're going to drive, make sure that you're wearing suitable clothing. Comfortable shoes will ensure that you have proper control of the foot pedals. Which instrument panel warning light would show that headlights are on main beam? The correct answer is A. You should be aware of all the warning lights and visual aids on the vehicle you're driving. If you're driving a vehicle for the first time, you should familiarize yourself with all the controls, warning lights and visual aids before you set off. You're being overtaken by a long, heavily laden lorry. What should you do if it's taking a long time for it to overtake? A. Speed up. B. Slow down. C. Hold your speed. D. Change direction. The correct answer is B. Slow down. A long lorry with a heavy load will need more time to pass you than a car, especially on an uphill stretch of road. Slow down and allow the lorry to pass. What should you do if your vehicle pulls to one side when you use the brakes? A. Increase the pressure in your tires. B. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. C. Change gear and pump the brake pedal. D. Use your parking brake at the same time. The correct answer is B. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. The brakes on your vehicle must be effective and properly adjusted. If your vehicle pulls to one side when braking, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as you can. What should you do if the red lights start flashing as you approach a level crossing? A. Go over it quickly. B. Go over it carefully. C. Stop before the barrier. D. Switch on your hazard warning lights. The correct answer is C. Stop before the barrier. At level crossings, the red lights flash before and while the barrier is down. At most crossings, an amber light will precede the red lights. You must stop behind the white line unless you've already crossed it when the amber light comes on. Don't be tempted to zigzag around half barriers. Unlock your driving success. Are you ready to excel in your theory test and become a lifelong safe driver? Look no further. Get your hands on our complete collection of the latest DVSA theory test questions with detailed answers, explanations, and reflective exercises. Our 2 newly published books are designed to ensure your success on the test and beyond. Don't miss out. Find the links to purchase in the description below. Now, let's return back to the mock test. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? A. The aerial. B. The windows. C. The bumper. D. The boot. The correct answer is B. The windows. Driving in bad weather increases your risk of having a collision. If you absolutely have to travel, clear your lights, mirrors, number plates and windows of any snow or ice so that you can see and be seen. What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? A. Check that your tank is only 3/4 full. B. Check that you've used a locking filler cap. C. Check that your fuel gauge is working. D. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. The correct answer is D. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. When learning to drive, it's a good idea to practice filling your car with fuel. Ask your instructor if you can use a petrol station and fill the fuel tank yourself. You need to know where the filler cap is on the car you're driving, so you know which side of the pump to park at. Take care not to overfill the tank and make sure you secure the filler cap correctly so that no fuel leaks onto the road while you're driving. In which conditions will your overall stopping distance increase? A. In the rain. B. In fog. C. At night. D. In strong winds. The correct answer is A. In the rain. Extra care should be taken in wet weather. On wet roads, your stopping distance could be double that in dry conditions. You're waiting to turn right at the end of a road. What should you do if your view is obstructed by parked vehicles? A. Stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. B. Move quickly to where you can see so you only block traffic from one direction. C. Wait for a pedestrian to let you know when it's safe for you to emerge. D. Turn your vehicle around immediately and find another junction to use. The correct answer is A. Stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. At junctions, your view is often restricted by buildings, trees, or parked cars. You need to be able to see in order to judge a safe gap. Edge forward slowly and keep looking all the time. Don't cause other road users to change speed or direction as you emerge. You're driving behind a heavy goods vehicle. What should you do if it signals left but steers to the right? A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. B. Drive on, keeping to the left. C. Overtake on the right of it. D. Hold your speed and sound your horn. The correct answer is A. Slow down and let the vehicle turn. Large, long vehicles need extra room when making turns at junctions. They may move out to the right in order to make a left turn. Keep well back and don't attempt to pass them on their left. What will happen if your car's wheels are unbalanced? A. The steering will pull to one side. B. The steering will vibrate. C. The brakes will fail. D. The tires will deflate. The correct answer is B. The steering will vibrate. If your wheels are out of balance, it will cause the steering to vibrate at certain speeds. This isn't a fault that will put itself right, so take your vehicle to a garage or tire fitter to have the wheels rebalanced. You're driving on a wet road. What should you do if you have to stop your vehicle in an emergency? A. Apply the parking brake and foot brake together. B. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. C. Select reverse gear. D. Give an arm signal. correct answer is B. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. As you drive, look well ahead and all around so that you're ready for any hazards that might develop. If you have to stop in an emergency, react as soon as you can while keeping control of the vehicle. Keep both hands on the steering wheel so you can control the vehicle's direction of travel. You're carrying an 11-year-old child on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. What seatbelt security must be in place? A. They must use an adult seatbelt. B. They must be able to fasten their own seatbelt. C. They must use a suitable child restraint. D. They must be able to see clearly out of the front window. The correct answer is C. They must use a suitable child restraint. As the driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that children are secure and safe in your vehicle. Make yourself familiar with the rules. When children are carried on the back seat, there are a few very exceptional cases when an adult seatbelt can be used instead of a correct child restraint. How can you reduce the risk of your vehicle being broken into at night? A. Leave it in a well-lit area. B. Park in a quiet side road. C. Don't engage the steering lock. D. Park in a poorly lit area. The correct answer is A. Leave it in a well-lit area. Having your vehicle broken into or stolen can be very distressing and inconvenient. Avoid leaving your vehicle unattended in poorly lit areas. You're waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you be particularly aware of? A. Lorries. B. Buses. C. Motorcyclists. D. Coaches. The correct answer is C. Motorcyclists. Windscreen pillars can completely block your view of pedestrians, motorcyclists and cyclists. You should make a particular effort to look for these road users. Don't just rely on a quick glance. You're having difficulty finding a parking space in a busy town. Can you park on the zigzag lines of a zebra crossing? A. No, not unless you stay with your car. B. Yes, in order to drop off a passenger. C. Yes, if you don't block people from crossing. D. No, not under any circumstances. The correct answer is D. No, not under any circumstances. It's an offence to park on the zigzag lines of a zebra crossing. You'll be causing an obstruction by obscuring the view of both pedestrians and drivers. When do windscreen pillars cause a serious obstruction to your view? A. When you're driving on a motorway. B. When you're driving on a dual carriageway. C. When you're approaching a one-way street. D. When you're approaching bends and junctions. The correct answer is D. When you're approaching bends and junctions. Windscreen pillars can obstruct your view, particularly at bends and junctions. Look out for other road users, especially cyclists, motorcyclists, and pedestrians who can easily be overlooked. What should you do when leaving your vehicle parked and unattended? A. Park near a busy junction. B. Park in a housing estate. C. Lock it and remove the key. D. Leave the left indicator on. The correct answer is C. Lock it and remove the key. An unlocked car is an open invitation to thieves. Leaving the keys in the ignition not only makes your car easy to steal, but could also invalidate your insurance. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? A. Another vehicle may be coming. B. They may not be looking. C. It's safer for you to carry on. D. They may not be ready to cross. The correct answer is A. Another vehicle may be coming. If people are waiting to use a pedestrian crossing, slow down and be prepared to stop. Don't wave them across the road, because another driver may not have seen them, may not have seen your signal, and may not be able to stop safely. Why must you take great care when emerging from this junction? A. The road surface is poor. B. The footpath is narrow. C. The curbs are high. D. The view is restricted. The correct answer is D. The view is restricted. You may have to pull forward slowly until you can see up and down the road. Be aware that the traffic approaching the junction can't see you either. If you don't know that it's clear, don't go. What type of emergency vehicle is fitted with a green flashing beacon? A. Fire engine. B. Road gritter. C. Ambulance. D. Doctor's car. The correct answer is D. Doctor's car. A green flashing beacon on a vehicle means the driver or passenger is a doctor on an emergency call. Give way to them if it's safe to do so. Be aware that the vehicle may be traveling quickly or may stop in a hurry. What does the term blind spot mean? A. An area covered by your right-hand mirror. B. An area not covered by your headlights. C. An area covered by your left-hand mirror. D. An area not visible to the driver. The correct answer is D. An area not visible to the driver. Modern vehicles provide the driver with a good view of both the road ahead and behind, using well-positioned mirrors. However, the mirrors can't see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. It's essential that you know when and how to check the vehicle's blind spots, so that you're aware of any hidden hazards. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator? A. Flash your lights to alert the driver. B. Sound your horn before overtaking. C. Overtake on the left if there is room. D. Stay behind and don't overtake. The correct answer is D. Stay behind and don't overtake. Be cautious and don't attempt to overtake. The driver may be unsure of the location of a junction and may turn suddenly. Where would parking your vehicle cause an obstruction? A. Alongside a parking meter. B. In front of a property entrance. C. On your driveway. D. In a marked parking space. The correct answer is B. In front of a property entrance. Don't park your vehicle where it may obstruct access to a business or property. Think carefully before you slow down and stop. Look at road markings and signs to ensure that you aren't parking illegally. You're driving on a clear night. Which lights should you use if the national speed limit applies and there's a steady stream of oncoming traffic? A. Full beam headlights. B. Side lights. C. Dipped headlights. D. Fog lights. The correct answer is C. Dipped headlights. Use the full beam headlights only when you can be sure that you won't dazzle other road users. What should you do before starting a journey in foggy weather? A. Wear a high visibility jacket. B. Have a caffeinated drink. C. Allow more time. D. Reduce your tire pressures. The correct answer is C. Allow more time. Don't venture out if your journey isn't necessary. If you have to travel and someone is expecting you at the other end, let them know that you'll be taking longer than usual for your journey. This will stop them worrying if you don't turn up on time, and will also take the pressure off you so you don't feel you have to rush. You're following a slower-moving vehicle. What should you do if there's a junction just ahead on the right? A. Overtake after checking your mirrors and signaling. B. Only consider overtaking when you're past the junction. C. Accelerate quickly to overtake before reaching the junction. D. Slow down and prepare to overtake on the left. The correct answer is B. Only consider overtaking when you're past the junction. You should never overtake as you approach a junction. If a vehicle emerged from the junction while you were overtaking, a dangerous situation could develop very quickly. Why have routes been introduced in major cities? A. To raise the speed limits. B. To help the traffic flow. C. To provide better parking. D. To allow lorries to load more freely. The correct answer is B. To help the traffic flow. Inconsiderate parking can obstruct the flow of traffic and so make traffic congestion worse. Red routes are designed to prevent this by enforcing strict parking restrictions. Driving slowly in traffic increases fuel consumption and causes a build-up of exhaust fumes. You're traveling on the motorway. How can you lower the risk of a collision when the vehicle behind is following too closely? A. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. B. Brake sharply. C. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Move onto the hard shoulder and stop. The correct answer is A. Increase your distance from the vehicle in front. On busy roads, traffic may still travel at high speeds. Don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If a driver behind seems to be pushing you, gradually increase your distance from the vehicle in front by slowing down gently. This will give you more space in front if you have to brake and will reduce the risk of a collision involving several vehicles. What requires extra care when you're driving or riding in windy conditions? A. Using the brakes. B. Moving off on a hill. C. Turning into a narrow road. D. Passing pedal cyclists. The correct answer is D. Passing pedal cyclists. Always give cyclists plenty of room when overtaking them. You need to give them even more room when it's windy. A sudden gust could easily blow them off course and into your path. When should you check the engine oil level? A. Before a long journey. B. When the engine is hot. C. Early in the morning. D. Every time you drive the car. The correct answer is A. Before a long journey. An engine can use more oil during long journeys than on shorter trips. Insufficient engine oil is potentially dangerous. It can lead to excessive wear, mechanical breakdown, and expensive repairs. Most cars have a dipstick to allow the oil level to be checked. If not, you should refer to the vehicle handbook. You're driving a friend's children home from school. They're both under 14 years old. Who's responsible for making sure they wear a seatbelt or approved child restraint where required? A. An adult passenger. B. The children. C. You, the driver. D. Your friend. The correct answer is C. You, the driver. Passengers should always be secured and safe. Children should be encouraged to fasten their seatbelts or approved restraints themselves from an early age, so that it becomes a matter of routine. As the driver, you must check that they're fastened securely. It's your responsibility. How can you reduce the chances of your car being broken into when leaving it unattended? A. Take all valuables with you. B. Park near a taxi rank. C. Place any valuables on the floor. D. Park near a fire station. The correct answer is A. Take all valuables with you. When leaving your car, take all valuables with you if you can, otherwise lock them out of sight. How will you benefit from following the manufacturer's service schedule for your vehicle? A. Your vehicle will be cheaper to insure. B. Your vehicle tax will be lower. C. Your vehicle will remain reliable. D. Your journey times will be reduced. The correct answer is C. Your vehicle will remain reliable. All vehicles need to be serviced to keep working efficiently. An efficient engine uses less fuel and produces fewer harmful emissions than an engine that's running inefficiently. Keeping the vehicle serviced to the manufacturer's schedule should also keep it reliable and reduce the chance of it breaking down. You're driving a vehicle that has anti-lock brakes. How should you apply the foot brake when you need to stop in an emergency? A. Slowly and gently. B. Slowly but firmly. C. Rapidly and gently. D. Rapidly and firmly. The correct answer is D. Rapidly and firmly. You may have to stop in an emergency due to a misjudgment by another driver or a hazard arising suddenly, such as a child running out into the road. If your vehicle has anti-lock brakes, you should apply the brakes immediately and keep them firmly applied until you stop. What can result when you travel for long distances in neutral, known as coasting? A. Improvement in control. B. Easier steering. C. Reduction in control. D. Increased fuel consumption. The correct answer is C. Reduction in control. Coasting is the term used when the clutch is held down, or the gear lever is in neutral, and the vehicle is allowed to freewheel. This reduces the driver's control of the vehicle. When you coast, the engine can't drive the wheels to stabilize you through a corner or give the assistance of engine braking to help slow the car. What should you do when a person herding sheep asks you to stop? A. Ignore them as they have no authority. B. Stop and switch off your engine. C. Continue on but drive slowly. D. Try to get past quickly. The correct answer is B. Stop and switch off your engine. If someone in charge of animals asks you to stop, you should do so and switch off your engine. Animals are unpredictable and startle easily. They could turn and run into your path or into the path of another moving vehicle. The fluid level in your battery is low. What fluid should you use to top it up? A. Battery acid. B. Distilled water. C. Engine oil. D. Engine coolant. The correct answer is B. Distilled water. Some modern batteries are maintenance-free. Check your vehicle handbook and, if necessary, make sure that the plates in each battery cell are covered with fluid. What does it mean if this light comes on while you're driving? A. A fault in the braking system. B. The engine oil is low. C. A rear light has failed. D. Your seat belt isn't fastened. The correct answer is A. A fault in the braking system. If this light comes on, you should have the brake system checked immediately. A faulty braking system could have dangerous consequences. You plan your route before starting a journey. Why should you also plan an alternative route? A. Your original route may be blocked. B. Your maps may have different scales. C. You may find you have to pay a congestion charge. D. You may get held up by a tractor. The correct answer is A. Your original route may be blocked. It can be frustrating and worrying to find your planned route is blocked by roadworks or diversions. If you've planned an alternative, you'll feel less stressed and more able to concentrate fully on your driving or riding. If your original route is mostly on motorways, it's a good idea to plan an alternative using non-motorway roads. Always carry a map with you just in case you need to refer to it. What will happen if you follow this vehicle too closely? A. Your brakes will overheat. B. Your fuel consumption will be increased. C. Your engine will overheat. D. Your view ahead will be reduced. The correct answer is D. Your view ahead will be reduced. Staying back will increase your view of the road ahead. This will help you to see any hazards that might occur and give you more time to react. What's the legal minimum depth of tread for car tires? A. 1 mm, B. 1.6 mm, C. 2.5 mm, D. 4 mm. The correct answer is B. 1.6 millimeters. Car tires must have sufficient depth of tread to give them a good grip on the road surface. The legal minimum for cars is 1.6 millimeters. This depth should be across the central 3/4 of the breadth of the tire and around the entire circumference. What's most likely to waste fuel? A. Reducing your speed. B. Driving on motorways. C. Using different brands of fuel. D. Underinflated tires. The correct answer is D. Underinflated tires. Wasting fuel costs you money and also causes unnecessary pollution. Ensuring your tires are correctly inflated, avoiding carrying unnecessary weight, and removing a roof rack that's not in use will all help to reduce your fuel consumption. What's the main cause of skidding? A. The weather. B. The driver. C. The vehicle. D. The road. The correct answer is B. The driver. Skidding is usually caused by driver error. You should always adjust your driving to take account of the road and weather conditions. What makes the vehicle in the picture environmentally friendly? A. It's powered by gravity. B. It's powered by diesel. C. It's powered by electricity. D. It's powered by unleaded petrol. The correct answer is C. It's powered by electricity. Trams are powered by electricity and therefore don't emit exhaust fumes. They ease traffic congestion by offering drivers an alternative to using their car, particularly in busy cities and towns. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? A. The cyclist may move to the left and dismount. B. The cyclist may swerve into the road. C. The cyclist may get off and push their bicycle. D. The cyclist may wish to turn right at the end of the road. The correct answer is B. The cyclist may swerve into the road. When following a cyclist, be aware that they have to deal with the hazards around them. They may wobble or swerve to avoid a pothole in the road or see a potential hazard and change direction suddenly. Don't follow them too closely or rev your engine impatiently. As we approach the final question, we encourage you to share your score, challenges, and any questions in the comments below. Your experiences can inspire and support others who are preparing for their tests. Keep up the great work, and remember, you're making wonderful progress. How should you drive or ride in areas with traffic calming measures? A. At a reduced speed. B. At the speed limit. C. In the center of the road. D. With headlights on dipped beam. The correct answer is A. At a reduced speed. Traffic calming measures such as road humps, chicanes and narrowings are intended to slow traffic down to protect vulnerable road users. Don't speed up until you reach the end of the traffic calmed zone. If you're looking to ace your theory test, don't miss our books and other video lessons. Also, if you have learned something valuable today, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.